Hey guys, today I want to talk to you about how you need emotional balance in your life. Recently, God has put a gigantic dream in my heart. If you've been watching my other channel, Biking with JayDollKingHefner, if you have seen my last video, you'll know what I'm talking about. But here's the deal, man. I already have a whole bunch on my plate. I've said it before. People do not understand the gigantic responsibility it is to have a YouTube channel if you're dedicated to it. And believe me, it takes up a lot of my time. I'm talking about a whole lot. And I go into the details one day deep into the future. But I also have to have a job right now to keep the lights on and the bills paid. And that job can be very challenging. It can be long hours. And after I get home, I still have to put in even more long hours. And God has put a brand new dream in my heart that seems so gigantic, so overwhelming, and you really can get out of touch when you start trying to balance all these things. And I'm sure you guys out there have your challenges as well in day-to-day life. It could be family, relationships, finances, no matter what it is. It can be very challenging to keep your emotional balance in check. And I have been a master over my emotional balance over the last few years. Nothing has really got me rattled because I put all of my problems in God's hands. But I noticed when he gave me this last big dream, the one that seemed so gigantic and so overwhelming, given my current circumstances, I know I was at work and my boss kept piling one thing on me after another. And the last thing he told me was to help one of my co-workers. And I never have a problem helping anyone. But when I was helping this co-worker, I started feeling antsy and anxious in my spirit because I actually wanted to get off on time that day to work on all of these big dreams, as well as my YouTube channel and all of that. And I was feeling a bit anxious, I'm not gonna lie. So I was helping this guy, and then when I got through helping him, I was told to help him again. No problem with that. All of us need help sometimes. But I noticed that I started feeling that rush in my spirit. And when you start to rush, you begin to get out of touch. And that was a bit unlike me. So I remember at the end of the day, when I started leaving out of the building, I was sort of going pretty fast through the security check. And the security guy said, "Man, I've never seen you in this type of a rush before." And it was like my eyes opened all the way back up. I stopped right in my tracks and I said, "You know what? You're exactly right. I'm rushing because I'm feeling some outside pressure. I'm feeling the pressure of all of my dreams. I'm feeling like I have to get it all done on my own." I didn't never say that, but I believe that's the feelings that were rustling in my spirit. And when she told me that she had never seen me rushing, that was the sign from God that I needed. I stopped right then and there and started saying out loud where she could hear, "Jay, slow down. Calm yourself down. You don't have to worry about doing all of this stuff on your own. Just take your time. Breathe. Get your balance back. You're not in control anyway. God is in control. All of the things that you're worried about, are already handled. What you have to do is calm down and do what you can do. Put the rest on God. I began to get back in control over my emotional balance before I even thought about getting out of whack. And once I breathed and calmed down, I started laughing again because I remembered to put it all on God. I said, you know what? I'm going to do my best. But at the end of the day, I'm going to let God do all the heavy lifting. There's no need for me to rush out of work or rush to try to help somebody or rush to try to do my videos or anything like that. It's time for me to calm down and let God handle all of that. And that's exactly what you need to do. Stop rushing. Calm down. Realize all the things you're worried about, God is going to handle for you. He's in control of your life. He's controlling your steps. He's putting the desires in your heart to accomplish certain dreams. So that means as long as you're taking steps toward those dreams, He's going to handle the heavy lifting. Your job is to believe. Calm down. Be a blessing to others while you're chasing your dreams. Gain your emotional balance back. Don't get out of whack. And I'm telling you, if you can just calm down, breathe, do what you can do, don't worry about trying to cross a whole mountainside all at once. Just take step after step. You will gain your emotional balance. And when you get that emotional balance where you're not rushing, trying to do everything under the sun with your own power, that's when God will allow you to become everything you were created to be. So, with all that said, me and the beautiful Cali Sun are going to read your declaration for the week right about now. I declare you will ask God for big things in your life. You will pray bold prayers and expect big and believe big. You will ask God to bring to pass those hidden dreams that are deep in your heart. If certain promises don't look like they will happen, you will not be intimidated and give up. You will pray with boldness, expecting God to show Himself strong, knowing that nothing is too difficult for Him. This is your declaration. We really hope you enjoyed this episode of Reset Sundays, and we pray you have a blessed and abundant week lying ahead. But with all that said, it's been me, JayDollKingHefner, and the beautiful Cali Sun. We are